Hello, boys and girls. Welcome back to Room 9. It's Thursday. It's the last day of the week, and we're here to have some more fun. And yes, I'm going to miss you because I won't see you tomorrow or the week or the whole weekend. Why are you cheering? But yes, that's okay. Well, I won't see you tomorrow or the weekend. Tomorrow we have some friends teaching some social studies and science, some good stuff. But also, you have a great weekend, and then I'll see you next Monday. But let's continue our work this week. We're talking about it says I will make predictions, and I will explore graphing and data. So that's what we've been talking about all week here in Room 9, the largest classroom in the region. Dr. Sanders again from Adams Elementary at St. Louis Public Schools, and I teach pre-K. This is for kindergartners and pre-kindergarten students, but I know and you know that everyone can learn something. What did you say? Take off your hat. I heard somebody. Okay, I'm sorry. Say please. Okay, I'll take it off. All right, boys and girls. So let's get our day. Let's get it started now. Let's get it started in here. Oh, you don't like me singing? Whatever, because I like to sing. All right, let's get started. We have some of my friends' names, and what we're going to do is we're going to count their letters today. Okay? Whose name was this? That's right, that's Wyatt's name. Let's count Wyatt's letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Show me 5 fingers. 5. That's right. Give me a high five. Oops, I hope you didn't knock the TV down. Don't blame it on me. This is Azuri's name. Let's count the letters in Azuri. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many letters in Azuri have? That's right, 5. Let's count. Let's show me 5 fingers. And whose name is this? That's right, that's Zayden's name. Let's count Zayden's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Zayden has 6 letters. Who can show me 6 letters? 5, 6. Exactly. So what's that? 5 plus 1 equals 6. Ooh. I saw somebody with this. Let me know. Is that 6? Count my fingers. Yes. 4 and 2. So 4 plus 2 equals 6. What did you have? Oh, yes, you're right. 3 plus 3. 3 plus 3 equals 6. Exactly, boys and girls. So let's get, you don't know what I'm doing, do you? What do you think we're going to do next? That's right. Let's count to 30 real quick. You're right. Let's count to 30. This number chart, this really busy number chart that makes the background really busy. Let's count to 30. You ready? On the number chart, what do we start counting with? What number do we start counting with? 0. So let's go. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slow down. Hold on. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. We made it to 30. We made it to 30. How many of you are 30 years old? You're not 30. You're only 2. You're not 2? How old are you? 6? Okay, maybe 5? 4. Okay, I have some 4. I think I have a couple 3-year-olds. Yes, and maybe a 7-year-old. But it's okay. But do I have any 30-year-olds? If you're 30, take a picture. Hashtag 9Network and just say, I love watching Dr. Sanders. Let's talk about graphing and data. Yeah, that was funny. Let's talk about graphing and data. Remember, you have data, and a graph puts it in a better form to let you see it with. To let you see it with, right? It put it in a better form. Let me get some hand sanitizer. To let you see it with. I hope you didn't see that. So let's think about it. I have some shapes in this cup. Let me show you my shapes to let you know which ones I have. Can anybody tell me what this shape is? K, what is this shape right here? Right, that's a square. Linux, what is this shape right here? Yes, that's a diamond. Or what's the other name you can call it? Yes, a rhombus. A rhombus. What's this shape right here? Macy? Yes, a triangle. And what's this shape right here? Ooh, that might be a hard one. What's that shape, Michaela? Yeah, it's red. You're right, that's red. It's everybody say trapezoid. Say trapezoid. All right, and what's this shape right here? That might be a hard one too. What do you think it is, Addison? It has 6 sides. Say hexagon. Everybody say hexagon. Hexagon, let's say our shapes together. Square, rhombus, triangle, trapezoid, hexagon. Now, in this cup, we have several of these shapes. And if you were making this at home and you don't have the shapes, you can just put the colors down here. And instead of drawing the shape every time, I think yesterday I drew a square every time. Today I'm just going to draw a circle. So if I have a square, I'm going to draw a circle. So how many squares I have. Sounds like a plan? So let's get started. Get ready for me to call your name. Nevaeh. This is our 6-sided shape. What shape is that? Say hexagon. Right, hexagon. So we have one hexagon. So I'm going to draw a circle on hexagon. Reason. What shape is that? Yes, another hexagon. So where do I put my circle? Do I put it right here or do I put it over here? Yes, I put it over there. What is this shape? Micah, what is this shape? Right, a trapezoid. That's a trapezoid. So I'm going to make me a circle to let me know I have one trapezoid. So right now I have what? 2 hexagons and 1 trapezoid. What is this shape? Dominic, what is this shape? Yes, another trapezoid. You think any other shapes are in this cup? I hope so. What is this shape? Lexton, what is this shape? Right, a hexagon, another hexagon with 6 sides. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. Ooh, we got a different one this time. Miss Journey. What is this shape? Right, a triangle. Yes, that's a triangle. What is this shape? Everybody should know now. Everybody, what's this shape? 6 sides. Hexagon. Let's see what we have so far. We have 4 hexagons, 1, 2 trapezoids, and 1 triangle. What is this shape, Bailey? Yes, a square. What is this shape, Aubrey? Right, a trapezoid. A couple more shapes. What is this? Oops. What is this shape, Antonesia? Yes, a diamond, or you can call it a what? Rhombus. And I have one more shape. And what is this shape, Rory? Right, that is another diamond or a rhombus. So I had 2 rhombuses. I forgot to draw my circle. Now let's look at my graph. You see my graph? Yes, that's my graph. And so which one, if you take a look at my graph, which shape had the most, that we had the most that were in our cup? Right, the yellow one. And what is the yellow one? Yes, that is a hexagon. And how many did it have? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I could write the number 4 at the top. Which one had the least? Yeah, it was 2 of them. The what? Triangle and the square. And how many did they have? 1. How many did the rhombus have? 1, 2. The rhombus was what color? The rhombus was blue. Let me see if I can write. Can't write 2 upside down. And how many did the trapezoid have? 1, 2, 3. There we go. So we made a graph of the shapes that we had in our cup. Okay, everybody. So graphing just makes to show the data easy. I could have showed you what was in the cup, but if I put it on a graph, it made it so much easier. Everybody stand up. Sit down. Stand up. Sit down. Stand up. Wiggle your fingers. Ooh, I coughed in my arm. That's where you cough at, right? With your mask on. Then hands out. Hands up. Hands out. Hands up. Jump up and down 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jump up and down 3 times. 1, 2, 3. What's this dance you do when you do this? You put your arms around your thing. The floss. Let's floss for 10 seconds. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did you do the floss? Don't laugh at me. All right. You ready? Here we go. Let's do 5 jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's go. Let's sit down on 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. Up, down, up, down. Sit right down on the ground. All right. right, it's Thursday. And I want you to think about a prediction. Can you make a prediction? What kind of book do you think I'm going to read? A fun one or a not so fun one? A fun one. I think it's going to be fun. I think it will be fun too. Okay, the name of my book is, I just can't find it. I can't find it. Lulu and the Sea Monster. Lulu and the Sea Monster. What do you think is going to happen in this book? You think Lulu is going to eat the sea monster? Maybe. She's on top of the sea monster. You think Lulu is going to be friends with the sea monster? That could happen. Let's see what happens in our book, Lulu and the Sea Monster. This is the what? Front cover. This is the back cover. This is the spine. Where's your spine? That's right down the middle of your back. Remember, it keeps you up. Otherwise, you'll just flop around like doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. We are reading this with permission from Peachtree Publishing. Lulu and the Sea Monster. Lulu and the Sea Monster. And the author is Alex Latimer. And the author does what? Yes, writes the words in the story. And it's illustrated by Alex Latimer. Lulu lived in an old house on the beach with her parents. She loved looking for things that washed up on the sand and watching the animals that lived in the rock pools. But none of that would last much longer. In a few days, Lula and her family would have to move. Their home was going to be torn down to make way for a huge highway that would run along the coast. Early one morning, Lulu packed some sandwiches and took her bucket and spade. She went for a walk along the beach, combing for treasures while she still could. Further down the shore, she noticed a seagull snapping at something in a small rock pool. Lulu chased the seagull away. What is a seagull? We don't have them in St. Louis, but yes, that's right. It's a type of bird that lives by the sea. We might have seagulls close to the Mississippi River, but not usually. Be a river gull, right? Anyway, then she scooped up the tiniest creature in her bucket. He curled around Lulu's little finger, happy to have been rescued. "Look how little you are," said Lula. "You're hardly bigger than a bean." "Oh, that's what I'll call you. Bean." Bean seemed too small to look after himself in the deep, wide ocean, so Lula put him in a larger rock pool with plenty of crevices to hide from hungry seagulls. She gave Bean a sandwich from her backpack, and Bean gobbled it up. Lula spent the whole day with her new friend. "It's getting late," Lula told Bean, "but I'll be back tomorrow." Then she headed for home. Lula woke up early the next morning, made 3 extra sandwiches, and hurried along the beach to see her new friend. But the tiny creature she had left in the rock pool had grown overnight. Now Bean was too big for the pool. Lula would have to find him a new home. So she scooped Bean in her bucket, though he hardly fit, and dragged the bucket to a larger pool. Lula gave all the sandwiches she brought, even her own. Lula gave Bean all the sandwiches she brought, even her own. Lula stayed as long as she could, and they played until sunset. It was getting harder to say goodbye. The next day, Lula packed all the food she could carry, stuffed it in a bedsheet, and dragged it to Bean's pool. What's happening with Bean? Right, he's getting bigger. Bean had grown even bigger. There was no way Lula could carry him now. So Lula lured Bean to an extra large rock pool with the food she brought. They spent hours of fun together, and it was the greatest day two friends could have. When it was time to go home, Lula felt very sad. Soon she would have to move away and leave Bean forever. Remember why she had to leave Bean? Right, they were building a highway. They were building a highway, right. The next morning, Lula felt miserable as she packed her things. She was already missing Bean a great deal. So Lula put some pickles, potatoes, and crackers in a box and set off to see Bean one last time. But Bean wasn't in his pool. She couldn't find him anywhere. Lula sat beside the empty rock pool for ages, but she never got a chance to say goodbye. Where do you think Bean was? On moving day, Lula watched her mom and dad pack the last of their belongings into their car. They looked as sad as she felt. Then came the roar of bulldozers. Lula, her parents called, "It's time for us to go." But Lula wouldn't go. She couldn't. This was their home. And not just their families. This stretch of beach was home to millions of creatures. Creatures like her friend, Bean. So Lula marched over to the bulldozers. "I'm not going anywhere," she shouted. The man laughed. "I mean it," Lula yelled, but the bulldozers crept forward, puffing black smoke into the air. It was no use. Lula turned to get one last look at her house. And there was Bean, bigger than 10 elephants. He curled around Lula's house the way he curled around her little finger the first day they met. The man stopped laughing and raced away, leaving their bulldozers behind. Lula still lives in her house with her parents, and there is no highway on the beach. Of course, the bulldozers came back three more times, actually. But each time, Bean chased them away. Lula still walks along the sand every day, searching for interesting things and animals that need looking after. And on most days, Bean swims along in the shallows. They couldn't be happier. Did anybody make a good prediction on that one? You thought Lula and Bean would be friends? Yes, they were friends in the end. They were friends in the end. What was your favorite part of the story? What did you like about the story? Oh, yes, really? Yes, you like that? Yeah, I like that part too. I like when he was around her little finger. Is that the part you like? Yeah, you want to see that picture? Oh, I hear somebody saying they like when that's a picture of him around the little finger. They like when he scared the bulldozers away. Yeah, that was funny too. You never know what a good friend can do. You always help somebody out. That's right. I have a prediction for you. Who can predict what we're going to do now? Maybe. We haven't done this all week. We haven't completed this all week. Yes, it's almost the end of my time. So what do you think we'll do? Yeah, you might be right. But let's go. Let's see. First, let's spell this word right here. Who knows that word? Fun. Did you have fun this week? I hope you had some fun. Let's spell fun. Read it. Fun. Spell it. F-U-N. Read it. Fun. Say, I had some fun. All right. And then, whose name? What's that? Yes, that's Dr. Sanders' name. Let's spell Sanders. We got to sing it, remember? S-A-S-A-N-D-E-R-S. S-A-N-D-E-R-S. And what's the largest classroom in the region? I know you know by now. It's room 9. So let's spell 9. Read it. 9. N-I-N-E. Room 9. Thank you, boys and girls. Remember #9Network and have a great weekend. See you Monday. Bye-bye.
Teaching in Room 9 is made possible with support of Bank of America, Dana Brown Charitable Trust, Emerson, and viewers like you.